20's presents Trauma Team Chronicles. Starring Prince as rocker boy Andre, big sexy guy. Ivy as solo Maverick Cortez. Liz as nomad Hiroto Hero James. Theta as medtech Nara. And I am Mikey Mike, your benevolent referee. Trauma Team is an elite force of paramedical techs. Those in Night City who can afford the eddies depend on them to get out of any situation. The members of Trauma Team abide by their slogan: stabilize, protect, extract. Welcome to the 7th shift, Employees of the Month.
Hello, everybody. How we doing, Night City? How you edge runners doing out there? How have you been? Where have you been? What's the good news?
It's too damn hot. At least, I think it's too damn hot. I can't deal with this. West Coast is on fire. East Coast is drowning. And we're here
West Coast is on fire, but it is only 72 degrees where I am. So
it is 72 degrees with 93% humidity, because that's the life I've been living every morning.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. It is hot.
Doesn't get humid here.
No, it doesn't. It's lovely, and I hate you for it.
No, because you know what?
We
You
live
know
in
we
a
had
better
today?
domain.
We had something known as a proper beach day. I had a proper beaching because life's a beach and then you die. You know, that's it.
That's why you get high, because you never
You know what they say about the beach?
It's
There's
wonderful.
too much sand. It gets everywhere.
What do I know?
Anyway.
Star
Moving
Wars.
on.
Oh, that's right. The good one. That's the best one, actually.
Peak. Star Wars.
Anyway,
Argument for another time.
What a bunch of nerds.
rolling these 20s presents Trauma Team Chronicles. It's our Cyberpunk Red play, and our Trauma Team has been doing a great job so far. Let's introduce our players. And,
Sponsored by...
You know, I like to do the sponsored by right before we do the... right before we jump, like after the... We'll talk. But
Okay.
we are sponsored by...
We'll work on this. We'll work on it.
We are sponsored by Roll20, who loves what we
we'll
do.
it live.
Yeah. Anyway, we're sponsored by Roll20, where they appreciate good gaming, good loving, and good playing. And we have plenty of that in lots of supply. I'm riffing. Here we go. Someone take it away. Let's start with our intros, and we'll start with Theta.
Hi, I'm Theta. I'm playing I forgot my own character's name for a second there. That is stupid.
Nara.
Nara, I'm sorry. It's been a long 2 weeks in my defense. I have work.
That is fair.
I am playing Nara, the ever-retired doctor who is just very not happy about what's going on and the fact that the dude died and he had all the answers. Like, that's very rude. Oh, and Nara uses she, they. I use they, them.
Cool. Ivy?
Okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Ivy. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Maverick Cortez, the solo who uses he, him pronouns and is very just tired. Which I did. My hit points don't come back from the last fight, did it? Do they?
Not yet. There's not that much
No,
time
not
has
10
passed.
hit points. So Maverick doesn't keel over.
Uh-oh. Let's go to Liz.
Hey, I'm Liz. I am playing Hiro or Hiroto, the nomad pilot who's real excited to go and glass her own tiny section of Night City.
And Prince.
Hey everybody, I am Prince, aka Doubles and Dice. I am playing Andre, big sexy guy. Both of our pronouns are he, him. Dre is probably gonna piss somebody else off tonight. Like it's kind of his thing now. Like especially if he has a boss. You don't really like bosses apparently. Like this is something both I didn't know about Dre, and I don't think Dre knew about himself. So we're learning in this game together. Don't know how that's gonna go over with the team, but we'll work things out, I suppose.
And I am Mikey Mike. I am the referee. I use he, him pronouns. And I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen tonight because I think we're coming in with a bang. Who would like to run our recap of what happened on our last session?
I mean, I can go based off what I remember, and you fill in the blanks.
I can go. Don't matter. Either one.
Both of you work together, and then I'll fill in the blanks.
Cool.
Sure.
You tell what the party did. I'll tell what was going on with Maverick.
Okay. So before last, a little while ago, back in the before times, we were doing something. We went to a party because we're like 6 layers in this terrible tiramisu of trying to find out information.
Yep.
We got
Apparently wine etiquette's a thing.
We found out from Maisha that we had to go find why Homeboy died. Found out that it had something to do with Hamtaro. Went to talk to Hamtaro. He sent us to a party. At the party, we were supposed to make sure some old dude died. He wasn't that old, I guess. He was in like his late 40s, early 50s. He was a city councilor of some sort. He was trying to make sure that people had energy. And I think all of us feel a little guilty for letting him die because he was trying to do some good. Maybe not everybody. Who knows?
I didn't like his
He was dying. A doctor got to him, and we were like, "Oh shit!" There were shenanigans ensued. Dre caused a problem with a big Russian woman who was acting as his bodyguard. Called in Maverick. Shooting started. Old boy got shot in the head. Not Dre, not Maverick. The guy we wanted to make sure died, and he did. Which mission accomplished. Nara, Dre, and Hiro broke out the building. Maverick got left behind because we thought he was behind us. He was not. Nara and Dre left. Hiro, because she hadn't thought she drew any attention to herself, saw the big Russian lady drag Maverick, who managed to get out the building, back into the building, and then she took off, went talked to Hamtaro, said the job is done. He said, bullshit, the job is done. And she said, look, fuck you, the dude's dead. So there was a conversation between the two of them. And basically, we ended up with another job somehow. And I'm like, this is nonsense. So Hiro takes a nap, goes and finds Dre and Nara, and is like, Maverick's still alive and not in a good place. We should probably figure out where the hell these Russians are hiding. So we split 3 ways, went to talk to contacts. We went to our hangouts and found out what little bit we were able to find out. And we found out the Russian twins, because there's 2 of them, come to find out, are a goddamn threat. We are probably unequipped to handle on our own. We who was it? Nara, I believe, finds out that there's some burnt out net runners who are told to only talk to the GC, which we guess in our infinite wisdom is the golden child. And we're like, let's go talk to Cap. We go talk to the captain. And as we're talking, the Russians find Dre, technically, because they weren't looking for Hiro and Nara. And they start shooting the captain. And we're like, well,
he did.
Shit. But we didn't get shot, so that's good.
And Dre keeps flirting with one of them.
And Dre is just good at pissing them off. There's like flirting, antagonizing. There's a very thin line. So all that's going on. They mind you, at this point, they have run up in trauma team headquarters, which is a mess now. And so now we have to go and find them because we're like, well, they've given us an address on where to come find them and get our friend back. Because at this point, we don't know if Maverick's still alive, and we're hoping he is. And we're like, the whole point was to try and get him back. So we're like, all right, we need a team. We call up Maisha and let her know what's going on. We enlist Jin, who was the pilot of the medics that had come to try and save the dude from the night before, because it's only been 24 hours and it's been a terrible day. And Jin agrees to help us because he's dope, and I promised him alcohol. And we are now all in transit to the building where we think that Maverick is being held. At the very last second, we get a message from Maverick saying, "Oh, I'm good, guys. So I guess we're just going in to glass these bitches now."
Which that message would have been accompanied with like a laughing face. It was not intended to be an insult.
Yeah, so that's basically what the party was up to. What about you, Maverick?
Yep.
I was lightly tortured, as it was true.
Sorry. Just the way you said that. Just so casual. I was lightly tortured.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Mike at least was good with it. Like, hey, at least my thumbs didn't get cut off.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
We're really setting a high bar, aren't we?
I mean,
hey,
we,
most of
At least
the-
I didn't
like,
turn
he
to
got
a
hit.
flesh monster.
that's what I was about to
Exactly.
say.
I'm alive. Yeah, they pump me with drugs and some shit, but other than that, like physically, I'm fine. They were asking about Blackwall, which Maverick I knew what the fuck that was. They didn't pump him with true serum. He did manage to resist the information on who was sent to kill Ito. That's the name of the guy, Philip Ito. That's dead. Dead.
Right, city manager Ito, yeah.
Yep. And though he could not hold back his name, he did say that he worked for Trauma Team, and he was trying to say nothing about his friends, but that didn't help because he already said that he was in Trauma Team. But hey, true serum, he's had a day. He's had a day, okay? So basically, after all of that, he's just sort of sitting there trying to get himself out because he ain't expecting his comrades to show up. He's just like, well, I gotta get myself out of this now, and is trying to do that when someone walks in, who Maverick was not expecting, who had nothing to do with the Soviet twins, as they are called. I don't actually know their names. I don't think they were ever specified to having what their names are, but Soviet twins. That's what everyone calls them. And turns out this guy who introduces himself as Mr. Kelly has 2 regular arms, 2 metal bionic arms, has 2 huge ass robots.
No, they're just cybered up people.
But they were huge, right?
No, they're cybered up and they look very ferocious, but you know they don't talk, and he gives them orders and they do it. So it's probably where you're getting the robotic.
But they're
thing
still
from.
people, technically.
Technically, as far as you know, yes.
As far as I know, okay, cool. But anyway, he literally again introduces himself as Mr. Kelly. It's like, what the fuck did you do? And Matt was just like, I pissed them off. It's been a long day. And they talk a little more, and yes, Maverick does spill what the information the Soviet twins wanted to Mr. Kelly, because at that point Maverick is tired. He thought he was still under true serum, but that might have just been like, well, might as well tell the truth now. This guy doesn't care. Probably if he's going against the goal of the Soviet twins, why would he reveal that information? And he basically busts out Maverick and takes him to explain that the worst nightmare, which, by the way, he got, at the beginning of the torture, he got shown his worst memory, which is of the ambush that killed the love of his life and almost all of his friends except for one. And basically he takes Maverick to an apartment where a random dude is watching said memory as a brain dance. Apparently it's a popular brain dance, but Maverick has no idea how his memory got out onto the internet, or what's left of the net. And there's technically no record of the event even happening, which is bullshit, because Maverick would have reported that shit.
And the brain dance is not like streaming a video. It's like it would be more like a chip or something. So it's like people are getting like it's like like a DVD or something, or like someone's getting the copies of it.
Well, it's yeah. So it's a physical copy, like, but someone's mass producing this shit, and I don't know who.
Sure.
I didn't even know this was a thing. Wait! I just realized something. Was that the brain dance I was watching with Maisha from another angle?
No, the brain dance that you saw,
Maisha is a different
that
one.
Maisha showed you that you found in Curtis Wiley's apartment was a different angle of the video that Kirk made for you.
Yeah. Okay.
You
okay,
carry
okay,
all
okay.
the time.
Cool. Just double check it because I was like thought for a second. Wait, was this hinted at before and I didn't realize it? Yeah. Okay, we're good. But yeah, Maverick then gets a text from Hero saying, "Hey, we're coming for you, buddy." And Maverick's exact words were, "Too late, bitch. I lived." Laughing face. And I think he would have even sent a picture showing that he's alive. And now I guess, but Kelly still wants to deal with the Soviet twins because they're a pain in his ass apparently. So we're coming.
Okay. I think that we got everything in there. And if I remember correctly, who was Jin was flying the AV and like a trauma team AV, and Hero was gonna fly her own gyrocopter. Was someone flying with you in the gyrocopter?
Yeah, I've got Biggs.
Okay. And so Nara, you're in the AV.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And I think we could just jump in. We'll jump in there. Right now, Maverick, you and Jim Kelly and the two people that are with him are traveling back in the van from this apartment, going back to the warehouse. And Hero, you're leading the way in this gyrocopter as the AV is coming up behind you, and you get to the location in the old combat zone that you guys have found out is the hideout for the Soviet twins. And when you show up, you see what looks like a kind of nondescript, small kind of, like little warehouse structure. There are a couple of abandoned cars in the front and like on the side. You do notice that there are, a couple of turrets that are positioned there, which would be a little bit out of place for this kind of rundown looking warehouse area. And as you guys are flying in, you see a van that is starting to approach, coming in and pulling up, and then a little parking spot outside of the building. Hold on one second.
All right. So I would probably, the second I get a text back from Maverick saying he's alive, fill Nara in on that one. Because yeah, that's helpful. And apparently he's not in there. So both really good things to know.
Yeah. We have
That
somebody
could-
else.
I love her leaving Dre out of the loop.
We have somebody else driving us in the
Dre's with me, so he would know.
Oh,
So you told Dre
Yeah,
that
and Jin is flying. The last time you talked to him, he was having a couple of day beers, some day smash, and but he is holding it down, flying. He's a good pilot.
yeah, I actually didn't know if you told Dre or not about.
Because I would have, even if I didn't tell you, you would have heard me on the phone with Nara, because I would have had to contact her.
Yeah,
She's on
Nara
a
would have
different-
asked, like, oh,
a
yeah,
different
you know where he
rig.
is.
So Maverick's not in there,
Yeah.
and at that point, I'm basically like, so what are we going in there for? I mean, the captain was the captain, but we got a new captain now. Like, life goes on.
One, I hate that bitch. Two, I hate these bitches.
So
3, I don't
kill the new
particularly-
captain?
I mean,
Seems a
in
little
this
easier
range,
than
sure.
killing Russians, honestly.
I like
3, I really want one of their turrets now that I see them, and I want to attach it to Jillian here. Because that'd be dope.
And as you're looking at them, you notice that
Die.
they're not
die.
moving. They don't seem to be active. They're just kind of standard regular old turrets sitting there. And Maverick, you see the familiar sight of the trauma team AV and Jillian. Is that your copter's
Jillian,
name?
my gyrocopter.
I mean, yeah,
yes.
I think I would know what Jillian looks like because Dre, like, while he was poisoned, came down from the gyrocopter during his performance last time. So, like, Yeah, I would recognize.
Do you guys want to land, communicate in some way? What are you guys thinking?
I mean, I'd like to. I would like to say, we talking on the ground or we just going straight to it? To Hero. Via text or something.
I mean, I can't text and fly. That's exceedingly
Yeah.
dangerous.
Don't text me.
You don't want Dre is like hollering over your shoulder, like, yo, we don't want to land on there and then have a discussion because we'll get fired at.
So yeah, I will pull back a block or two and just beep. I'd imagine the gyrocopter isn't Black Hawk size. Like this thing is probably pretty small.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely smaller than the AV. It's nimbler than the AV, but also not as fast as the AV. But yeah, you have some
Flying
leeway in
car,
where you park it.
essentially.
Yeah.
Flying car.
All right.
For there,
Alright.
and I would probably try to get over there to him.
But where did you say you want to land it, on the street or?
Yeah, I'll
you guys look
probably
at the map, you can see that there's like a little outside area in front of this warehouse that just has, this is that we'll say this is where Mr. Kelly pulls in his van, and Mav and you guys would be somewhere over there watching the
Yeah.
AV and the gyrocopter
Honestly,
come in.
I
Let me
would
find the tokens.
probably
Oh, my bad.
pull back like a
I didn't
full
see where you
block.
clicked. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I missed both of you guys talking at the same time. What do you need, Ivy?
I said I didn't know where you where you clicked on the map. I was changing pages as you said that. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, and Hero?
Excuse me. I would probably pull back like a full block. Like not so that I'm not right in front of it, just because fine, and I don't want to
Okay.
mess with.
And Jin's gonna turn to you, Nar, and say, like, so where do you want me to land this thing?
Nora's going to, I guess, then try her best to be like, okay, so you're gonna want to go here and like kind of point around. Well, actually, wait. We're in the AV. We can just plug in like an agent, right, and use that as navigation. Or no?
What are you trying to do exactly?
Nora's just trying to help, like, guide him to where they're supposed to go and land, like, next to the
Well, you
gyrocopter,
guys-
essentially.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's something that Jin could do. Like you guys flew together to this spot, and it's just like you're looking down, hovering over it, flying around, and it's just like, do you want to land on a block away? Do you want to land on the gyrocopter? Blah blah blah. So if you want to land next to the
Nora's
gyrocopter,
going to get the AV near the gyrocopter because that's close-ish, and if people start getting fucked up, then probably nice to be nearby with the healing supplies.
Okay, so you guys land about, you said a block away? So you're about a block away from this place. You're kind of like, the gyrocopter is kind of off to one side of the street, but that AV is definitely like just filling up the street. And you guys are landed there. From where you are now, up in the sky, you could see Maverick and, him with 3 other people, but now there's like a wall that's kind of around that parking lot. You can't really see him from where you guys are.
Hey guys, look how inconspicuous we are right now. No one will ever notice us.
Sure.
That is dripping with sarcasm.
Yeah, sure.
But we're aware.
And Mr. Kelly turns to you, Maverick, and he says, "Look at that, man. The defenses are still down. I mean, I turned them down when I was getting in, and I found you, but I'd imagine they'd be back on by now. Maybe nobody's home."
Maybe.
Well, they did
I'm
kinda
gonna pretend I
shoot
know
a
what the rest of
trauma
the ladies are
team.
thinking.
That was a thing that happened not that long ago. Dead captain, bunch of drama.
Well, Maverick doesn't know that.
Yeah, this is where Dre is coming in and being like, "Yep, these are things that happened." It's
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Don't like
Have
this.
we made the walk to each other yet?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
So you guys are parking there a block away and walking over to
Yep.
the compound. All right.
Yeah.
And I think Jin will just be like, I'll just hang back here, ready to go when you guys need me.
Mhm.
and I snatch one of the radios. I'm like, let me know if somebody starts fucking with this shit.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
You got it.
Nara's going
Jen?
to load up. the
Yeah?
Cyberpunk.
No more hooch till we get back out of here.
Hey, before the job, after the job, never on the job.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable to me.
Don't actually believe
Can you give me
that,
a
but
can you give me a perception check?
Yeah, because I don't believe that shit at all.
You can do perception or human perception, whatever you want.
Everybody or just him talking to Jin?
You can do it too. Nara can also if you'd like.
No, it's because I feel like I wanna. So let's see if my rolls are getting any better.
That's right.
Too bad of a roll.
Shit, no, they're not.
Yeah. Hero, you're kind of focused on how you park the gyrocopter. You want to make sure Jillian's good. You're like, I don't want no cars trying to get around here, crashing into my copter. But you're focusing on that. It looks like it's in a good spot. Nara, with a perception check of 13, Jin has a flask like in the pocket of his uniform. Like you can see that there's a bulge
Actually,
of a flask.
better question. On the way here, was he drinking while he was driving?
He was not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Focused, man.
Yeah. and Dre, he's lying. He drinks on the job. And he's gonna have this little bit of downtime. He might get a little bored sitting there waiting. He's probably gonna take a nip or two. Yeah, I mean, never on the job, but I'll be here, ready to go.
Part of me's like, should we slip a little detail?
I got 20 eddies. If you don't drink between now and when we get back.
Let me see it.
Dre pulls it out and he offers it up to him and then he snatches it back. When I get back, if I don't smell it on you, then we good. So you better hide like a motherfucker if you're gonna do it.
All right. Yeah, no, you got it. I'm good. I'm good.
He's gonna be sober and forget
Can
how
I-
to fly, Dre.
I was gonna say, can I make a perception check to see? I guess. Actually, no. I don't know if this would be a perception check. Does he smell of alcohol already, though?
Probably.
Oh, does he?
So
I would say that he doesn't smell of alcohol. You know, like when you guys asked him to like come along and help, he was drinking a beer. And from what you guys know about Jin, and I guess Hero knows Jin the most out of the crew, that he's a drinker. So it's more than likely that he's had a couple beers by this point.
I
So
figured
yes.
with us, because you said if I don't smell it on you, but if he's already been drinking,
There's a amount that you sweat out, like.
Also, I
And-
feel like
and
you would
he's-
need to consume a lot of alcohol to actually smell like it, other than just a
Be
rat.
surprised what kind of alcohol you drink. Has a
I feel like
big
he
effect
drinks a
on
lot of
us.
alcohol, though. So
But I mean,
I feel like
imagine like the
alcohol.
difference would be like him drinking Smash, which would be like he's drinking beer, as opposed to like what whiskey will smell like or vodka will smell like. So
I've never.
and you
smelled
don't put beer in a
those.
flask. He's got hard booze in that flask.
That's
So
exactly what
Dre would
Dre's-
be able. All of you probably would be able to identify it if it comes to it.
We could steal it and set it on fire and throw it.
You wanna get left
It's not
here?
that deep. It's not that deep. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody try that once. Where
And
do
you
you think I
guys-
learned how to squish clowns with the damn AV?
Wow.
Wait, you did
Wow.
what?
I'm learning so much. So much.
Wow.
So that's
So
the
you
last thing
guys,
you'll hear from us, Jen, is that you are how. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Let's
Smashing
go.
clowns. Let's go.
No, I'm gonna. After this is all done, man, we'll trade some stories. I mean, we've all smashed someone with an AV, right?
No.
No.
That's
Drive.
that's driver 101.
Never happened.
I
None of you
can't
fly,
drive.
so you don't understand.
Ain't
Driver
no thing.
101.
All right, get to it. I'm already itching for a drink, and I gotta hold out.
There we go.
Yeah. And you guys make your way over there, and you see Maverick standing there with Mr. Kelly, who's kind of not a wiry older black man who's got these two cyber arms that come out, and he's got his forearms, and his hands are kind of clasped in front of him, while the other two are kind of hanging, waving, swaying slightly. And you enter into that courtyard or this parking lot area, and Hero, give me a perception, human perception.
I was
check.
about to ask, does it look like a fucking trap? Because my brain just keeps going, this is a trap, this is a trap, this is a trap, this is a trap.
Congrats on being alive, Maverick.
Perception. There we go. Critical success. 28.
Do me a
I don't
favor,
know how that
and
works.
what is Hero's memory of her parents, and what do they look like?
Not much memory of mom. And dad didn't like talking about her. Not sure if she died or she disappeared. Dad was a very tall, like stocky, bald-headed black man. But they lived mostly with mom's family. And that's the nomad crew that they ran with. What she remembers of mom was very, very long hair and bright colors, bright colored clothing. But she doesn't really remember any facial features.
Okay. Okay. Well, with a 19 and a critical success that's just happened here, the two people who are standing with Kelly, one of them is surely your father. He is there, bald. He's cybered up. He looks different and does not seem to recognize you in any way. And the person sitting next to him has this long hair that you can vaguely recall, can get a sense of, and also does not seem to acknowledge or recognize you. And Nara and Dre, you also realize that they're not acknowledging you guys at all. They just seem to be forward looking.
Yeah, you guys just hear Hero start rattling off in Japanese.
Are you talking? Are you talking to yourself?
It's a little of both. It's the what the fuck are you doing here? Where the hell have you been? I can't actually be seeing this right now. Are you fucking kidding? Like, she's very much like running
the
through the
overload response.
No, there's no way this is happening right now.
Like, of all places, here.
Right, like this.
This is the reunion I dreamed of. No.
Do we get the gist of that in any way, or no?
You
But
guys
you
could
spoke
roll a
Korean.
Japanese language roll.
Shit, I don't know Japanese. Dre is just looking
Uh,
at Hero like, you need some water?
And honestly, this is probably one of the few times, like, aside from when you saw her with the AV getting damaged, this is the first like rush of emotion you really see from Hero, because Hero tries to be as deadpan as possible, unless she's talking to Augie, and then it's entirely different. But
And
Bro.
they
Shake. No, I'm shaking Hero. Like, what are you saying? Or who are you talking to? Because I don't understand.
and then Hero turns and looks at you and just starts yelling in Japanese, and she's like, wait, we'll deal with it later. And I would say you guys probably do notice her just looking at the two people in cyber gear who appear to not have any recognition.
You know one of these motherfuckers?
I did once.
Can we roll? I guess this would be another thing. Can we see if she's looking directly at those two people, and it's kind of obvious she's looking at those two people, and those two people look like? Can we see if they might just look like they're related to her? Like, would that be something we would notice if we're just looking back and forth between?
How visible are their faces?
That's true too. How visible are their faces?
Their faces are, I would say that their faces are fairly visible. They're wearing like, this black, how did I describe it last week? Kind of like black
Like
robish
black
kind of thing.
bodysuit. Yeah.
Like bodysuit with like a little shawl kind of thing. But they have like some like kind of metal cyberware that's like here in their faces, but
I don't know why I was picturing them with VR headsets, but I was.
I know.
Hey, that's cooler, though.
Like, it's getting at now, and now I'm like, oh shit.
What?
Oh shit.
But give me an int roll. Just roll intelligence. Whoever wants
Okay.
to see if they want
wanna
to see this.
I feel like this is a little meta on my
Any
end, but
18. Damn.
Finally, I didn't fail a roll.
I wish y'all would save that for the ambush.
No, it's my rolls are just going to be inevitably shitty when I try and fight people. I've accepted this as a reality.
Nara, yeah, you can see some resemblance, and between Hero's reaction and you looking back and forth, you're like, oh shit. Dre, you get very close. You're like, I think this looks kind of something's going on here, but you're also kind of looking at their cyberware, their look, their and just reading the situation of like, who are these people? Who's this four-armed man? You're kind of into that as well. But yeah, and they are still not responding. They're standing there, and the four-armed man, or Mr. Kelly, as you would know him, Maverick, is just like, what's going on? Is there a problem here? You all right?
who is this dude? Maverick?
Now you busted me out of coincidence, but you did.
What's his name?
I
Can I see his
Name? He's right here. My name's Mr. Kelly.
was about to say he's right here. Like,
Oh, hello, Mr. Kelly. Thank you for freeing our friend.
Well, it was just
Want-
a coincidence.
You gotta want
Nonetheless.
something. So like, you just want to kill some Russians, or like, what is this all about?
Well, I just didn't need them in the way. I'm gonna make sure they're out of my way. And just a happy coincidence they had Maverick here, and all in due time we can dive into that some more. But you know what? Let's take care of these Soviet twins first, and we'll get down to it.
Can we can see Maverick's not looking that great, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say neither is straight.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, I feel like, because if Nara's just
10 hit
looking,
points from
this
dying.
is true. I was gonna say, because Nara's almost certainly looking at Maverick and going, yeah, no, we need to heal him first. No.
Because right now I have like a penalty to everything because of how low my hit points are.
Yeah, Nara's going to be like,
I'm not kidding.
while we would love to engage in this takedown, our friend here is clearly not in the best of shape and quite frankly looks like he might die on the spot. So
I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the truth.
Y'all ain't think to
I
patch
would
this
like to
man
deal
up?
with
Like
that
y'all were just gonna
first.
take him on a mission?
apparently,
This,
No,
this
it's
is why
gonna,
I'm like, I don't trust this Mr.
head
Kelly
over.
guy. Like, I left Maverick because I thought Maverick was dead. You brought him back to us all fucked up and didn't even try to help him out.
no, it just presumes everyone can fight better than her.
Maverick doesn't even say anything to Dre. Not all in this entire time, he hasn't even directed a single comment to Dre.
Oh. No, I was
Well,
going to like head over to
Listen,
Maverick.
y'all
and
need to
start
just
patching
listen.
him.
If you want to help out your friend, me and the vassals here are more than capable of
Vassals.
defending.
That's what you call him? That's fucked up, man.
Don't worry
That's-
about what I call them. And he says that with not his meat hand, but with the cyberware hand comes out
Oh.
to kind of cut you off. Don't worry about what I tell them. What I
So
call them.
people try to get me to stop talking all the time. They fail miserably. Somehow,
Yeah, how's it
I
goes
keep
that work
getting
out
back
for you,
up.
asshole?
Hey, Maverick, you can't hold this against me. You can't hold this against me. You're alive. I'm glad. We're going to have a drink.
What?
I'm
what
going
I
to take you
choose
to a
hold-
party.
Shut up
We'll
before I
get you-
take that tongue out of your mouth.
Oh,
Calm down. Calm down.
No,
Maverick.
I'm not calming down. You.
Dre steps
And again,
back.
I repeat, keep talking, and I will take that tongue out of your mouth.
Dre steps back. Calm down. Calm down.
Shut it. What I hold against you, you don't control.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is why we're here, so we could rescue you. Though, yeah. So I shouldn't have came. I'll leave. Fuck it. I'm out.
Can Nara head over and try to like start patching up Maverick? I'm trying to check how I can do this.
So Maverick is seriously wounded.
I'll go off on him more later, chat. Don't worry.
So what you need to do is
time.
hold on one second. If you give me a stabilization roll, so give me a paramedic or first aid.
Yeah.
Roll.
All right, that works. I'm trying because I'm also trying to see how I could like heal him. But
so I would say that we
think
said
I
that you guys have
can.
some air hypos. So I would give you that you have, what is it? We have rapid detox, and I'll give you a speed heal.
Okay.
That would allow you to, but first you have to stabilize Maverick before you can do that.
Let's just go with first aid. I should pass that. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, so you're stabilizing Maverick. They're not getting any worse. They're starting to feel a little bit better. And
Like,
yeah, you can inject them with this the speed heal. And
Definitely stabbing him with the speed heal.
he'd offer his
And
arm
s-
immediately.
Just
yeah, and you start to feel, you get a little bit of a rush of adrenaline. You start to feel kind of less slouchy. Whatever pain, aches you're feeling start to kind of go away. And you can add your body and your will together, and then add that number to your hit points.
Okay.
What are Dre
Still
and
5.
Hero doing while Nara's treating Maverick's wounds?
Dre legit left.
little better.
Dre's feelings is hurt because Dre was like, I came here to rescue you, and this is how you gonna treat me? This is not
You
good.
act like he cares.
Oh,
We'll
I
get
know.
to that. All right, then
So
we'll get to
wait,
you in a
hold on.
second.
We'll get to the
hold on.
argument in a second. We'll get to the
Dre
argument
is
in a second.
going
Now
back-
you've planned for 2 weeks what I'm saying.
Dre is going back to the AV, and it's just gonna go up to Jen and just grab his flask and just chug that bitch.
You go, okay. And Hero, what are you trying to do?
I honestly think Hero is just angry and in shock. I don't think Hero's moved.
Okay. Okay, so Dre, you go out back to the AV, and Jin, it's easy for you to grab this flask because Jin is holding it. And he's not drinking it, but you can see in his face he's just like,
He's thinking about it.
he looks like a prospector from a western, just like, oh, so we can drink now?
No, just me. That we came here to save Maverick, right?
Well, that's what you told me. Yeah.
Why did apparently Maverick already got rescued. Then they go get mad because I came here for a rescue. Some bullshit.
Yeah, it sounds like real bullshit.
Now I made up talked and then we got getting into some mess, but I wasn't trying to leave him. It was just a coincidence that they stayed. I thought everybody got out till I didn't see him out there.
I mean, you don't leave people behind, bro. That's
why I'm here. That's why I came out. This is the most unselfish shit I've ever done in my whole life.
Actually, you're here drinking with me.
Yeah, they don't want me there.
Well, I guess
But this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do, Jen. We get this motherfucker in the air and we're gonna provide air support.
okay, sure. Could I have my flask back?
Oh yeah, here.
Give me a resist drugs roll, please.
Oh.
By
the way,
got
Nara-
some real strong shit.
I was gonna say, by the way, Nara's just going to give Maverick a lollipop after.
Okay.
So we'll take the lollipop.
Which flavor again is it?
Let's go with butterscotch.
Honestly, Maverick doesn't care. He just takes the lollipop. Bang.
All
It's a
right.
dumb
Take
dumb.
one more. Take one more HP. Lollipop is
Wait, really?
spiritually nourishing.
You are now hyped up on sugar.
Yeah.
I will say this though. You said it was my body, my will, right?
Yeah.
That's 11 hit points, guys.
Hell yeah.
I'm not
I'ma
a
use-
technically.
I'm gonna use 3 luck.
Okay. And yeah, everyone remember to replenish your luck if you used any in the last session.
I think
Oh, I
I did it automatically because I took 2 off and it's back at 5. So
Luck
Okay.
spent 3, and because I don't have no bonuses to this roll.
I'm so sorry. I fucking forgot what it is. So I'll say you pass. I think it's DB 13 or 15, but I'll say you passed it. So yeah, you're feeling yeah, you know, that's some strong stuff you took a swig of, but you know, Drake can hold his.
Just warm. It's just a little warm now.
A little
I feel
warm,
a little bit
yeah.
better.
And Jin starts to take the AV up in the air. And as he does, give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
357.
Not as good of a roll, but c'est la vie.
There, as you start pulling up and you look at the compound, there's a car like in the back that was not there when you first showed up. And it doesn't look like, you know, one of the rusted other cars that are around. Like, this car has arrived. Hero, can you give me a perception check as well?
I'm radioing that to the team.
I am gonna go ahead and do.
I was wrong. It's 15.
I'm gonna go ahead and give myself the under stress penalty because I'm not thinking clearly. You said perception?
Yes, please. With the 14, you notice that those turrets that you were really into before, that you were thinking about taking one, they're now active. And they're you can see, like, you know, there's an indicator light on them that's kind of, and they are now powering up.
Time to move. Let's go.
What?
Turrets are on. Netrunner's back.
Oh.
And
Oh,
then
no.
Dre radios in and says, "There's somebody who just got here."
Yeah, Nara's going to just start tugging at Maverick, saying, "Come on, let's go.
Yep.
You are not getting in another fight."
Mr. Kelly's going to stick out a hand and says, "Oh, no. No, we got a job here to do. This is where the fun starts."
You have fun on your job then. We're not joining in. We came here for our friend and nothing else.
Where do y'all think y'all going? You see that? And he points to these gates here, and they are closed and look a little shocking, a little electrifying.
Motherfucker. Open
yeah,
them.
sorry, darling. Once we enter this place, we don't get out till somebody dead.
Open them.
No. Vassals,
No?
find them.
You
And
have all this gear. You can't open a few measly gates.
he says no, and he turns to Hero's parents and says, "Find them." And they run into the building.
Oh my god.
And he starts
Hero
to show it after
follows.
them.
Hero follows immediately.
We're gonna die.
Hero,
Parents
what are you
watching this
doing?
from the AV, like, what the fuck is going on down there? Should I start shooting?
Fucking Dre.
Jen, help. What am I supposed to do?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't see anybody. They're all running inside, I guess.
I guess we wait for now. I guess.
Yeah, and he's going to pull it up, and what do you want? You can tell him where you want him to go. He's like, should I get closer? Should I go into what do you want to do?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sort of power source on this building?
You're looking for
Electrical box or something running power into here.
give me a basic tech roll.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you know, there's some power lines. You see some street lights and you know that power comes from somewhere and connects to buildings and lights come on. But you wouldn't know. You don't know enough to know like what's the grid box, the blah blah
Jen,
blah.
could
connects to the
we
unknown.
knock out the web? No, I don't think we can do that. Let's just do some circles and start arranging them turrets.
Do some circles and what?
Stay out of range of the turrets.
Okay, yeah, you got it. And he starts to do that. He doesn't go over, and he stays out of reach, just kind of circling above in the street, going around it. Nara and Maverick, what are you guys doing? Huh?
I mean, are we? I would ask if are we supposed to follow them, or are we like just waiting for them to recon?
That is up to you.
I think Nara's probably going to try to find a place that's not inside of the turrets. And just kind of turn to Maverick and go, we should probably move to a place without those.
Turrets?
Yes.
Okay, so where would you like to go?
I guess.
That would probably be inside the building, or you could
inside.
probably hide behind the van if you'd like.
I feel like the van will only hold for so long, I guess, inside. But not far, like here.
Okay, so you're gonna follow into there, and I guess I can. Is that gonna work for me? Are these tokens appearing at all? No.
You got him on the right level? Mine's on there. I already dropped Hero on there, so.
I thought I had figured this out. Okay, well that worked, and I don't need it. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. And you guys should be able to control them. Is that working?
Nope. I can't click any.
You gotta be killing me.
I also need to like eventually get a token.
So if you guys want to drag your own tokens on, if you
we can
click
do
the
that.
little one that looks like a newspaper, it'll show everybody's name, and then you could just drag
That's what
yourself
I did.
on there,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
you'll be
I
able to
know.
move. Because
Okay.
I'm able to move.
I don't.
There are 2 tokens of Dre on here right now.
Yeah, you should be able to
So
move
much
yours.
drag.
Big and the sexiness.
Maverick and Nara, you should be able to move your pieces.
there
there.
we
Let me
go.
know.
Yeah, I see him. I see.
Okay.
This is weird. How do I make this
And
smaller?
can you can move that one, Dre? Oh yeah, you're
Yep.
right on the AV.
Okay, so cars here.
Let's not
I don't
put
think
it
we
over.
went very far from it.
So you're gonna stay right there by this car? Cool. So, you run in after Kelly and your parents, Hero, and they get to this area, and I guess I should put Mr. Kelly in there.
Yep. Also, if Mr. Kelly ran in, I would have followed. Probably.
Okay, so you are going inside.
Probably.
It's yes or no. If you want to go in, you can go in.
I
If you don't,
know.
you don't have to.
I'm indecisive. Okay.
Okay. So I'll
So,
say
but
that.
knowing Maverick, he'd probably go in, even knowing he's. Yeah, he'd go in.
Okay. And you get in there, and Mr. Kelly's sitting here, and what did I do for them? Did not give them.
That's an
tokens.
interesting token.
One of your folks goes. Your dad goes one way. Your mom goes the other way. And you soon hear the sound of bada, that familiar sound of a assault rifle being fired. And let me get everyone to roll some initiative, please.
Fun. So fun. Absolutely the best.
And I'll roll.
All right,
for-
Nara.
Is that right? Wait,
Oh, my
we're not
reflex.
supposed to roll initiative, right? We're supposed to roll reflex.
Yes, please.
17.
17 for Maverick,
12 for Nara.
12 for Nara,
10 for Hero.
10 for Hero,
Oh, still shitty. All right, great.
7 for Dre, and oh,
I just realized Dre has the shrieker.
Oh yeah, Jay has. Ah, fuck, Jay has the
Shrieker?
Honestly, not much that it would do good in this enclosed space.
True. I'm just saying, man, the one tool you guys brought to be on the ground with you, Dre has.
Yeah, see, the EMP would have been nice because then you could have just thrown it in the middle of this thing and hopefully taken down the turrets. EMP. EMP.
We'll get one later.
Will we? Will we?
I mean, I'm sure it's possible. We'd have to look. We got to do a little more research, but probably.
So you guys are going through this room, and you can see, Maverick, this is the room that you were being held in. So that chair that you were in, strapped into, is there. Some of that tech is there that you were strapped to. There's a desk and some files and stuff, but you know that Kelly and his crew went through it and took some stuff out of there already, and some of the drawers are just wide open in disarray. And you guys see Mr. Kelly just kind of run down this hall where the sound of the gunfire is coming from. And now we're gonna go to Maverick. What are you trying to do?
I'm following Mr. Kelly at this point. I got no other plan. You got a plan? Well, it'll work for now.
Okay, so you're gonna run over there, and I don't know what your move is, but you can make it probably over to here somewhere.
What was that? I believe you said I can move 6 squares.
Whatever your move is, you can move that number of squares.
Then 6 squares. I can move 6 squares.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, and I'll give it to you. Like from there, you can see the Russian standing there, holding an assault rifle and just firing out forward as Hero's dad and Kelly and you are coming around this corner and just fires that shot. Is there an action you want to take, or
climb into the?
What is the thingy? I know I have a thingy because I remember you told me about these points that the solo can do, and I don't know how exactly I activate them.
As an action, you can move your solo points to the various skills that are on the front.
Oh, well, I put them in their places already just because I have. So
you can change them, is what I'm saying, but it'll be an action. So if you want to, you could have put them all.
Activate damage deflection. Is that a thing I do? Because if the lady hits me, is that a thing I can do? I don't know how to do that.
The answer is yes. So you can move them as you'd like, but it's an action to move them. So that's your action. You move those skill points there. And then,
okay.
but you can put them, what do you have, like 4 skill
That's
points?
way too long to process, sorry.
Yeah. It's all good. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so question, for a rate of fire of 2 for my heavy pistol, would that mean, would it be like an action and a bonus action, or would that be both have to be in the same action? So like, action, can I still get a shot off?
Is it the same action? I would say it's that action. So I think you're gonna have to wait. I
Okay.
might be wrong on that, but that's a call I'm gonna make. So we'll say that.
I don't know. I'm following your lead here.
I think that's right from what I read on the rules.
Yeah, that's what registers for me. What I remember as well. Yes, and Dre, you're seeing that.
It's +0. Maybe I wouldn't have done that if it's just +0.
Dre, as you're outside, you notice that there's an area where like kind of has like a gate, like that opens up into, looks like it opens up into a basement area in the parking lot outside. And it opens up and these 2 drones appear and come out and are taking off and starting to fly around the space as well. And you don't know if they've registered your AV yet, but they are coming up and they're scanning the area.
I am instantly going into shooting on this. I'm not waiting.
Nara, what do you want to do?
Nara's not going to, I think, move from where she is because, can I, like, I don't know. What can I do, really? I guess my instinct would be, like, ready. But After we check the combat sheet to see what you can and cannot do.
I would say your
Not
options
much
could
I
be
can do.
you could move, you can, you're in a room that looks kind of interesting to you. Like there's obviously like a sort of medical looking chair. There's all this equipment. There's this desk that has been rifed through. Hero is standing at the doorway of the other side of the doorway. And I would also give to you that from where you are, standing right by here, you might have like a line of sight. Well, I don't know what the arrow is, but you might have a line of sight onto like where these drones are coming out, like flying out of.
Part of me is like, can I very, very discreetly close the door?
I just realized
so
that
the
token
drones
that you have
don't
back here
detect.
is actually Jim Kelly, and
Yes.
it made me crack up.
Thank you.
You guys didn't notice?
I had no idea who that was.
I said it. That's an interesting token.
You didn't
Right,
know
but
who it was though. I just saw it, and then I was like, wait, I see what you did there.
Thank you. I was hoping somebody out there would hear me. Papa, can you hear me?
Black Belt Jones.
Granted, I had a feeling it was I feel I've seen his face before. I just didn't realize that his name was actually Jim Kelly.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you all about it. But yeah, if you want to, you can close this door if you'd like. I'll give that to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the door then. Just
All right.
softly close the door. And then, yeah, is there anything, I guess, in the room that particularly piques my interest, or is it just a very bland? Is it just, yeah?
So in the room, you see there's sort of like a chair that looks kind of like a dental style, dentist chair, but less comfy, more metallic-y. There are some wires and stuff that are coming from a few machines, and then again, like this desk that has like whatever random stuff you would have to investigate more to see what's going on there.
I guess I'll
But
go
if any of that-
investigate the desk.
If you'd like, sure. Okay.
Because Nara probably can hear this shooting because it's not that far away. But no, it's like, I'm not going to a shooting. I'm a doctor. That is not a good idea.
Okay. Yeah. So you give me a library search roll.
Okay.
12.
That is a 12. I have a +8 to this, by the way. Totally good. Yeah.
So yeah, you are, looking through some papers, that are there, and it's kind of odd that there are papers. There's some some scream sheets, but you're not finding anything really that is piquing your interest of anything of any import. And it looks like, there's also empty folders of things, and like this has been rifed through. There's nothing there to find.
Okay. And I guess that's really all I can do.
Hero, what are you thinking?
Stick my head out, look right. Probably can't get past Arms and Maverick. So I will go left and follow this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I see anything? 5. When I get to this corner?
You see nothing. It's just an empty hallway, and you can see another doorway that leads. You can see this doorway that leads, you presume, back out into the parking lot again. But there's nothing there, no one there.
Seven. Poke my head in. Do I see anything in the what looks like a kitchen?
You see
Stair door, basement door, anything like that?
you don't even have to roll for it. It's a kitchen, and you don't see anything really in there. There's some kibble left uneaten on the table. That's about it. But there are no signs of anything else going on over there.
All right, and that's all my movement. I will poke my head back that way and look at the woman in the goggles and go, there's nothing over here. It's a kitchen.
And
I don't know if she responds, but
she doesn't respond. But you know, as you turn the corner, like she is standing right there, and kind of doesn't move and doesn't respond as you speak to her, but kind of registers it, and then moves past you and does a search of her own over there. And she's just kind of scanning the kitchen, looking that way, and then starts to head back towards the others. But yeah, there's just that kind of blank, and then she gets back to the previous order that she had. Hero, Dre, what are you trying to do?
Well, I'm gonna shoot these drones out the sky.
Okay, what are you going to use the Helix?
What?
Hello?
What were you saying? You said, am I gonna use a what?
The gun that's on the AV. Would you like to use that gun? Are you going to try to use your
What would that
handgun?
use? I don't know. Like I have not used anything but a handgun.
You would be using your, I believe it's shoulder arms to use the tsunami.
Fuck it. Dre's floating boat. It's got a little bit of liquor in him, and yeah, YOLO. I'll use shoulder arms. Why not?
That's a
Why?
scary sentence.
Well, he feels like he's protecting now. This is both selfish and unselfish. It's selfish because he's never used this thing and he thinks it'll be cool. It's unselfish because he thinks he's trying to help you all somehow.
Let me really make sure. I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. I don't want to look things
I
up.
didn't know if it was like auto fire or no. I don't know what.
Let me double check.
I
I
thought it was
think I
auto
lied
fire,
to you.
but either way,
I think it's auto fire too. That's why. Blah blah blah. An exotic assault rifle. Yeah, it's fired entirely with the auto fire skill. My bad.
Okay, it's the same
It can
stat for
only be
me.
used- it cannot make aim shots. It holds 40 bullets. When you fire it, it consumes 20 bullets with every attack.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
So you have to use your auto fire skill to hit
How-
these.
I shoot twice, right? With this,
With auto fire,
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think you just shoot the one time with that. With the, it's an exotic assault rifle. I think it only has one. Let me stop touching that. Sorry, I'm having mic problems. But yeah. So yeah,
Right.
you can take your shot.
My
Go.
problems.
I don't get. Oh, because of my, because of who I am.
Sorry, you said my problem. Everybody went.
Is that a third mic?
Mike's mic is having mic problems.
Mike. My name is Mike. Yeah. So you get on this thing and you unload, and yeah, it is just like you're way off. But also, they kind of like from the first volley of bullets, they're just boom, and they start to, moving around evasively, and they are now on a course straight towards the AV.
Jim, we got company.
Well, thank you for distracting them.
And let's do Homeboy real quick. Sorry. Why am I closing these windows? Let me use my missing mouse. And let's see what happens with these two real quick.
That's a good roll.
Shit. Okay. And you see. Oh, I'll just roll it here then. So you see, Mr. Kelly just run past Hero's father and kind of get underneath this the Russian's gun, knock it up, and just grab her. And his bionic arms are holding her, and the arms pinned to her side, so she can't use the gun. And the other two are grabbing her throat and pressing her against the wall.
Oh, damn.
And he's just choking the Russian now. Maverick, where are you at?
Oh, right, we're back. All right, he's first in the initiative order. At that point, do I have any ability to say a quick word? Like, I don't know if he would care. The point is to kill him, so can Maverick just walk up while he's... Can I headshot her?
Yeah. So you want to walk up right behind Mr. Kelly?
Point
Just
blank.
okay. Yeah.
Please.
It's still gonna be an aimed shot, so you're gonna take -8 to the shot. But yes, you
That's
can.
fine. So, that worked pretty well last time.
Go for it.
Hold on. I have to go back to the combat. Hold on.
Some of y'all hear Dre going, "No, my baby mama."
Let's do it. I'm concerned, but it's fine.
Is it? It's
Wait, are they
not.
just going to kill this lady and we're never gonna get to talk to her?
That would be a 2.
That'd be a 2.
Oh.
I hate this.
Yeah. You
Well, thank you, universe, for humbling me.
you know,
Let
but
the
it's also
hate
like you
flow
kind of
through you.
you try to you know Maverick, you walk up and you got your gun there and you're trying to reach over, and you know Mr. Kelly obviously has a very tight grip on this woman, on the Russian, but she is like not taking it without a fight. So they are squirming and moving, and so you try to get the shot in, but like their movement kind of throws off your aim, and your bullet just embeds itself into the
Hey, as
wall.
long as I don't hit anybody, okay.
Behind her.
Okay, I'll just aim generally this time.
That's your when you do an aim shot, it's your whole thing.
Fuck,
So you
never
don't
mind.
get the yeah.
You do, but I'm going to point out also though that in this thing it already says -6 when you hover over it, so that would be I think an 8, not a 2.
Okay. It's still a miss.
It doesn't make a difference.
Still a
Yeah, yeah.
miss, but hey, I feel
No, I'm
better.
just going to point
Thank
that out
you.
though
Thank you,
for like
Dana.
if you redo it, like no, because next round if you do it again and he's not
Right. I got you.
Yeah. So now let me look at my notes here. What do they do? Ba 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 ba. Boom bow. Okay, and they'd use what's her name's shit. Okay.
Someone else get turret shot, not me. That shit sucked.
Well, what's gonna happen for you right now is what's her skill? Is it? I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just doing something. Here we go.
I'm not sorry. That's funny. You
We're
think I would
recording
ever be sorry?
Actual play game of a tabletop RPG. Occasionally, we may have to look up rules to understand what's going on.
Frequently.
You know where else this
Horror.
happens?
Do you know how many
At
times I've
tables
been reminded
everywhere.
how anything works in D&D when I'm running it?
That is the only game where I know how everything is supposed to work.
I don't. I literally
Very
I messed up invisibility one time.
That is beautiful. I very specifically
Oh,
like
my
have
friend was
all
so
the
mad
dual-
at me. Granted, she was a
no.
bitch, turned out, but anyway.
The one thing I have memorized in D&D is a couple things, but the most specific weird thing I've memorized are all the dual wielding
46.
rules.
That's
Because
weird.
I've used them so frequently that I'm just like, yes, this is exactly how you.
But
do
either way,
dual
Mike, don't feel bad for
wielding.
looking up shit to run your game. That is how you want to run the game, by looking up the
12.
rules. You do it. You're GM.
It's not even
Not
just looking at
what
the
anyone
rules.
else
I'm actually just like I've got 5 character sheets here for like
God
the parents, Kelly, the twins, yada yada
Oh,
yada
yeah.
yada. But luckily they're
DM
all really
problems.
they're actually very easy to manage. Like in Roll20, like I just have them minimized, but I still have to go through all of them. And I'm trying to keep some stuff a secret, so I'm rolling in real life. But you know, I know it's much easier to roll on Roll20. That being said, back into it. These 2 drones have now zeroed in on the AV, dodged your volley of shots from the, you know, you're standing there, bah, 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 and they're just kind of swirling around the shots, coming closer and closer, and they each fire a couple of shots at you. And they shoot at the AV and hit it for 20 points of damage.
Oh.
Who's
no.
keeping track of that? Do you have the AV SDP?
Me?
All right. I'll keep
I
track
think
of it
that's
then.
I
Liz,
have
you
it.
that, right?
But it's back up at 100. This one, so it's now at 80. But I can keep it. I'll keep track of it here too. Yeah. And Jin is just like, what the fuck? And he's, you know, banks the ship a little bit more, or the AV, trying to get away from these drones that are now pursuing you and firing on it as you are circling this warehouse. Deux, trois, quatre. Nara, what are you doing?
I guess. Yeah, we're still hiding in this room. Can I go look at the what do you call them again? you said there were wires. Can I go like poke at the wires and I guess see if I can figure out where they're going towards?
Give me a let's say, what would this be?
Check.
Um, give me a a basic tech roll.
Okay. Just a basic tech roll.
Yeah. What do you use for the cryo tank again?
For the cryo tank, I think I use medicine if I'm correct. Let me
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
check. I should be using medicine because
So use that then.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just press the cryo. That's a 10. I rolled a 2. God, why?
But you have 0 in medicine, or you have 0 in cryo systems.
I have 0. Oh no, so I guess it is under tech. Yeah, I have 0 in cryo systems, but
Okay.
I have an 8 in tech.
So you have an 18. Okay.
No. I rolled it. No, I have I have a 10 because I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
That's a 2 plus.
8.
You have 8 in
that was-
tech, but it's not a cryo system. So medicine is, for medicine you have. Let me just look at your sheet.
Yeah, because I rolled a 2, but I have an 8 in medicine, but I also have an 8 in tech. So either way, it's just a 2 plus 8.
Okay, I
which
see
is
what you're
10.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it rolled with tech, but otherwise it should have rolled with medicine, not both.
Yeah. Well,
Right,
either
but-
way.
So what I'm saying is that you have 4 points in surgery and 2 in pharmaceuticals and 0 in cryo systems.
Yes.
So I'm going to say that I want you to use surgery instead of. It's not a cryo system. I was just saying what's the skill you use for cryo systems. So I'm going to give you plus 4. So you rolled a
Okay.
14. So let's say
Okay.
that. And let me close this. I don't need this.
I was very confused.
So with a 14, you know that this is some sort of brain dance sort of equipment. Like it's like for recording brain dances, doing something like that. And you know, some of the cables are for interface, connecting to interface plugs and doing all this other stuff, doing stuff related to that. And you see some evidence of some surgical stuff, but you know that that's what this equipment is generally about, like
Okay.
registering, recordings, viewing brain
Is
dance.
it like, is all of it in this room, or the wires like leading out of the room?
The wires are connected to like machines and devices that are in the room.
Okay. Is it unusual, or just like normal
It's
procedure?
unusual to be. I mean, in Night City, what's really unusual? But I mean, like, this is a weird warehouse where this equipment
True,
is.
It is a weird warehouse full of Russian twins.
But like, as a trauma team group, like you've seen people in some very dire situations and weird brain dance situations, and from comical to not so comical. So it's not exactly. It wouldn't be
Okay.
extremely weird for you to be seeing something like this. But yeah, do you want to do any movement?
I guess can I head towards where Hero is? Because I guess would have seen Hero move, so
You
can I
can.
head towards that way?
Yeah.
So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm here.
And I give me a perception check because I looked at my notes and I kind of dropped the ball on your turn, Hero. So give me a perception check real quick. You're muted. You're still muted.
It don't matter. It's not important. I gotta figure out how to use this character sheet. That's all I was trying to say. Perception is still in the exact same place it's been for the past how many sessions?
14.
14.
Four sessions? I think.
So I'll say that like you when you came around here and you looked around, you didn't see anyone, you didn't notice anything. But you notice now that your mother is now staring like, around the frame of this kitchen, looking in the corner. And as you look at where her line of sight is, you see something that you recognize as being some sort of explosive that is sitting in that corner.
Is it blinking? Does it look
It's
Saturday morning cartoon countdown? Like,
yeah, with the 14. I mean, it's not a cartoon thing, but there is definitely like a steady red light, like it is on, but it's not. There's no indication that there's a timer or anything on there. But
Acme
you notice
brand
that there,
C4.
yeah. But you do notice that there is this there's an explosive there.
I just start cursing. She's just cursing. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Oh
Sorry.
shit. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what the fuck to do about a goddamn bomb. That's not my area of expertise at all.
None of us do.
Technically, me neither.
Cut the red one.
Don't touch
Imagine
anything.
a random person to smack you.
All right, let's see.
I mean, you're currently with your mom, who's decked out in gear, so maybe she does.
Fuck if I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a question.
Yes.
I'm gonna ping the map. 1 exit, 2 exits, 3 exits.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say that Hero only knows about these two.
Right.
But yeah.
That doesn't help anybody. And the turrets are on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Well, Hero's definitely gonna yell into the radio. Bomb! In English, not in Japanese.
Which is fair.
Oh, thank God.
And shoot, she is in an awkward place to do anything. She's going to use all 7 of her movement. 1, 2,
And you see
3,
Nara there, who has just heard you yell bomb.
4,
I was like,
5, 6.
Yell that over the radio?
I'm gonna yell it over the radio and just yell it.
Excellent.
And sneak in this bedroom door. Note the other exit. Anything interesting in here?
Roll it.
It is a bedroom. I don't know what you're looking for, but we're checking. Bink.
Ooh.
Haha. Shit.
We are rolling like a boss tonight, aren't
yeah.
we?
You don't notice much. You know, there's
a bomb.
Yeah. There's 3 beds. Only 2 of them are 2 of them are a mess. One of them looks like it hasn't been, it's just well made. There's nothing else that you notice in this room.
Nope.
Yeah. But you do hear the sounds of a struggle happening on the other side of that wall. Yeah.
Okay, that's my move and my action, I guess.
All right, Dre. These 2 drones are now following you. They're firing on your, firing on the AV as Jin is trying to dodge them.
Jen, I need you to keep this thing stable so I can actually shoot. This time, Dre is going to use his handgun because he doesn't know how to use that other thing. And I'm pretty sure he feels like his ribs are hurting because he was holding it too close to his chest. And
That's right.
Now he might have a little bit of bruising, but he's gonna try something different this time and just shoot like regular. So
okay,
let me see here. I got a gun. It is gear, combat. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Attack. Oh my fucking God.
Ooh.
Whoops.
We are doing good tonight, gang.
We've been doing great for the past 3 sessions,
Yeah.
totally the best players ever.
You go for your shot. You like line it up, and you're kind of hanging out a little bit of the AV as they're coming behind you, and you get ready to shoot one as it swerves out into your side of your viewpoint. But what you don't know is that on the dash of the AV, Jin has set the flask there, and as he's turned, it kind of skids out away, and he tries to grab it before it falls, jerking the AV, and you fire
Then
off
you
a shot
motherfucker.
that hits the roof of the AV. And he's like, sorry, man, sorry. And he steadies it again, and you can prepare for your next shot if you want to.
The very heavily pistols only have one, right?
Oh, well then, never mind. Yeah, that is your
So
shot.
Dre just
What else
radios
would you like to
down.
do?
He's like, there's drones following us and the AV is getting fucked up. Y'all should probably get out of there soon.
Does
Cool.
Maverick
Yeah.
have a radio at this point?
Huh?
Maverick doesn't have a radio. That's trauma team equipment. You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
I don't
not.
know
I guess
if-
it's only
if,
Nara and Hero.
Hero can say anything, but she would probably just get back cursing in Japanese.
You all understand that shit. You gotta say that in some common that we can speak or something. Send it in hieroglyphics or emojis, but I don't understand what you're saying right now. That's my turn.
Yeah.
So, new idea, we all start learning languages that other people know.
Yeah, and so you do that, and Kelly is just straight up like, this woman is not getting out of his grasp, and he is just has her pressed there, and he is choking her. He's going to choke her some more, and she does not seem to be able to get away from him
no.
at all. Maverick, what do you want to do?
I will shoot generally this time.
Okay.
Okay. 24 bitches.
Fine. Woo.
All right. Give me some damage.
8.
Okay.
I'll fire again.
Sure.
Unless she's already dead. Just tell me if she's already dead, then I'll stop.
She's not.
I figured. I just 15? Or do I?
It's a critical fail.
I only got her once. It's fine.
I think it's 5. This is 7. Yeah. So your one shot. It's the same as before. He's got both sets of hands on her, holding her down, and she's trying to wiggle out. You can see her kind of gasping for air under his grasp, and you just shoot her as she's struggling, and it causes her to kind of fight back more. And your second shot, misses and actually kind of grazes one of Jim Kelly's cyber arms.
Ah, damn it.
Kind of
Sorry, Kelly.
spazzes a little bit, but he's able to get his grip back on. Hey, man, if you're not going to help out, stay out of the freaking way. Okay, and then we'll move it to, these people. Well, yeah. The drones are still continuing to fire on the AV as it's circling around. Jin is doing his best to dodge them, but they are too nimble for the ship despite its speed. Nara and Hero.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What do you guys, Nara, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I guess Nara's gonna continue heading towards the bomb. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then if the bomb's in this wall here, right?
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Okay. Does it look any different now? Does it look any more prepared to go off?
Roll a tech roll for me.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, you see that you can see that that steady light that is on there is now boom, boop, boop,
Okay.
and is like slowly flashing. Um, with a 14, I would say that you would know enough to know that that means that it is it has been armed.
Okay. I'm
Um,
gonna turn to the lady next to me and go, can you do anything about that? You look like you have tech on you.
and she doesn't respond to you,
Okay.
and you can hear her kind of like, and then she starts running back up the hall.
Damn it, I had one more question for her. Oh well, guess I'm not asking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna radio in and say, like, it's looking like the bomb has been armed as well. Don't know if that was a thing when you previously looked at it, but oh well. Yeah, and I guess Nara will start heading back that way as well. So that was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now heading this way again.
Okay. And here, where you're standing, you could still hear the struggle. You could hear Maverick firing his weapon, and you can also hear the Russian kind of just like trying to speak. It seems like she's like trying to and trying to say something as they continue to do what they're doing over there.
Cool. I will do one more quick look around this room. Anything interesting? Perception?
Yeah, you can. I can. If you're spending the time, we'll say that you've been spending the time just like looking at this room. Your first look was like, I don't see anything. You're like, I'm going to find something in here. So I won't make you roll for it. We'll just say you spent the time doing it. There are bombs similar to the one you saw in the hallway. One here, one by the entrance here, and they are blinking. Beep, boop, boop.
Okay. And we saw turrets up top. Dre said there's drones that came from someplace. Did Dre say where they came from? Or where they look like they came from to him?
I don't remember if he said that.
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Nara saw them, but I don't know if they mentioned it either.
And then closed the door.
Yeah.
If they can't see
Nope.
me, they won't shoot at me.
See how well that works.
I mean, they haven't started shooting at Nara yet, so.
No,
So,
but there
yeah,
are
I
bombs,
guess-
so.
I guess with her infinite tech wisdom, she wouldn't stand a chance on it. Like, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, she wouldn't know. I'm like, no, she was the pilot. The blowing shit up was other people's job. She might know how to throw it, but undoing it would be impossible for her. She's gonna go ahead and just take a look at one of these bombs, because where
Okay.
she is, she's gonna kind of step up, poke her head around this corner, see there's way too much going on down there for her to want to get involved, come back and just look real hard at this bomb and see if she can make heads or tails of it.
Okay. Give me a basic tech.
Okay. I am gonna go ahead.
Wait, I'm sorry. Let's make it what do you have in basic tech?
0.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, just roll it then.
Unless this thing's got an engine strapped to it, in which case I might do better.
It does not. I'm sorry.
Oh, wrong way. I'm gonna go ahead and just add. What did I add? I
has
added
like
2 luck, because why not?
I forgot we had luck for a second there again.
Don't forget that shit.
I could be using that.
A 12.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, because she's a nomad, so she's got a 4. That's still a bad roll, but all right.
You
Wait,
know.
did it take my luck?
That did not use your luck.
It didn't
Oh.
use my luck, so 14.
Oh, 14. Okay. With a 14, um, you're studying this bomb, and you know that like, excuse me, it is some C4 explosive that is, gonna make a big bang. It is connected to, what would I say? It's connected to the wall, like stuck to it, so you could probably wrench it off pretty safely.
Happens after you do
But you
that.
can also tell that like that the rate of the blinking is a signal that it is on some sort of countdown. And if you've seen 2, you can assume that there are more.
TPK. TPK. Sorry, it had to make the joke sometime.
Sorry, my brain went put it in the bag of holding. I'm like, we are in the incorrect universe for that method. Not that it would be helpful in the bag of holding either, but
Sick. That's how you get all your shit explode.
The holding would
That's right.
explode and only hurt the stuff in it.
In D&D, I tend to
Work
play
it
the
out.
people exploding things on purpose, so I am not the prime human for this.
so okay, well, I don't know if she would be able to tell. It looks safe to pull off the wall, right?
Yeah. You asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it's just like stuck there, and you could like peel it off. You know.
Are
You probably-
do not
I think with a 14, you would know not to like, drop it too hard or set it on fire or something like that. But you would know that you could just kind of, it's not. I'm saying it like it's not connected to wires. It's not screwed in. There's
It's
nothing
not
that
like
shows.
wired into the wall, and somebody pulls it, it's gonna explode.
how is
Like,
Exactly. It's like stuck onto
Turned
there.
on then.
I'm sorry.
wireless.
It's a wireless.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah,
You're
can
gonna
I
play hot
do I-
potato with a bomb.
I got enough time. Do I have enough time to grab both of them and yeet them out the door over here?
I will say that you can try.
You can certainly try.
I mean, if you raise
I would say that you would know
Nara.
with that roll when you see that blip, the flashing is happening. It's boop, boop. So you would know with that roll that like that is the timer. Once you start seeing it, boop, 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 you know that your time is really running out.
Wait, actually, quick question then for
Yes.
in general. If you're pulling it off the wall, is this a window or is it a wall? Or is the bomb here or is the bomb here?
There's one here.
Okay.
There's one here. This is a doorway. This is a
Okay.
doorway. I'm saying all these are doorways. And you
Okay.
guys found a bomb over here.
Yeah. So we could theoretically start eating these out windows and doorways. Probably wouldn't do much good, but
Jen's gonna
still.
land. We're gonna land right on top of a bomb, and kaboom! There goes the AV. There goes Jen. There goes Dre. Everybody's dead.
Bye.
TPK. TPK.
And I think, yeah, you could theoretically start doing that if you'd like to here, if you want to pick up this bomb.
Yeah, why not? I'm just gonna grab it and yeet it out the door.
So throw it at one of the drums.
So I'll say, since you did you did all this searching stuff, I'll say we'll end your turn with you grabbing the bomb and getting ready to turn around and figure out your next move.
I do fair. I have a backup character, kind of.
And you guys, Maverick, you can hear like the Russian starts to be able to say like I don't mind to die. Do you? Let me go and we live. If not, boom.
I'm gonna sabotage your brain dance.
Yeah. What'd you say? But that's what you hear her say.
And I heard the bomb thing from her. Like, they yelled bombs, and I heard bombs, right?
Yeah, because
Like,
she
when they yelled out bombs.
yeah, because Hero said it through the
I said it through the radio and
through the
I
radio
yelled it.
and yelled it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm checking. It's like, I know she said it out loud, but I want to make sure.
Dre, you hear you are still being pursued by these drones that are coming at you. They're firing. Jin is trying to maintain as much as he can, but still trying to stay away from the turrets, but dodging, maneuvering them. And you hear a familiar sound and see a familiar sight, and it is a pair of AVs coming your way. Big old AV4s with the Trauma Team logo on the side.
This is either gonna be great or
And
awful.
let's call it there, and we'll take a little bit of a break, and we'll get back to it. See what you guys are going to be
My
doing, throwing
God.
bombs, choking Russians, and dealing with drones.
Maisha.
But they're AVs.
I don't know. This is all fucked. This is all fucked.
We're either all going to die or we're gonna do something really fucking epic, but looking at our rolls, it's probably gonna be death.
TPK.
I mean, Drake could leave y'all, but anyway, we'll go on break. We'll see y'all again.
Before.
And,
I trust in Jay to do it.
we'll see y'all again in like the next 5-7
Yeah,
minutes.
5,
whatever.
7, yeah.
We're back. You're muted, sir.
We are back, and I'm unmuted now. Thank you, sir. And yeah, it looks like that you might see us that we're minus hero, and we're gonna call that a good spot for us to let Liz deal with some stuff that she had to deal with, and we're gonna call it there for tonight. And since we came to a very good spot where our trauma team members are have captured one of the Soviet twins who is being choked by a four-armed man who is somehow controlling Hero's parents, and Hero and Nara meanwhile thinking about grabbing bombs off of walls and throwing them who knows where. Our rocker boy is flying in the sky as a drunk pilot is dodging two drones that are firing upon them, and more trauma team AVs are showing up. Will they bring aid or what? But we're going to have to pick that up next week. Next week, we'll pick it up right there. And if you need more Rolling These 20s crew before then, you could find us on Saturday.
Season premiere.
Season
3.
premiere.
Hey!
Rolling These
Season 3
20s
of what,
presents Nights. It's going to be
So,
wonderful for me, perhaps terrible for our players.
Wait till I tell you my secrets.
We'll see. But Sabat are coming.
Ooh.
No spoilers.
Guess
Oh, that was-
the other people.
If
I know,
that's a
that was the
spoiler,
last-
you weren't paying attention to the last episode. And the return of someone special. Absolutely.
That's right.
Speaking of which,
And-
we'll have to talk, Mr. Alonzo Gonzo.
And if you guys didn't pay attention
So
during
excited for
the
Lonzo to
last
come
season,
back. I missed Shark Bait.
if you haven't paid attention like I did during the last session, you could find these videos archived on our YouTube channel and catch yourself up, rolling these 20s and see what happened.
What happened?
Pre-base though, season 1 unfortunately was lost to history because I was dumb and didn't click the button that let YouTube let us
We were
upload.
going through some growing pains. We'll
Yeah,
figure
we,
it out.
yeah, we don't
Yeah,
need to,
season
we don't need
1's
to go
done,
there.
but we will do a recap eventually.
I'm like, eventually, who knows when?
We'll talk about it. We'll get some coffee. We'll talk.
We'll talk
But-
about
Saying
it.
that for the
get
last
some
year. Oh
coffee
my
and
God,
some
we-
eggs.
Oh my god, we almost hit a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Uh-oh, we're gonna have to do some sort of friendiversary.
Oh no, how evil.
Let's do our sign offs and figure out who we rated and yeah, thanks for checking it out. Thanks for hanging. See you all Saturday. And let's start with Theta.
Hi, I'm Theta. You can find me here at Rolling These 20's on Wednesdays, and you can also find me on Instagram at OneShittyBird and selling hats on Etsy at Hadadashry. I don't do much else. I mostly work and knit. Lots of
Yay,
knitting.
working.
Yay,
Work,
working. Yay, money. Yay,
Money.
careers and futures. and
Capitalism,
things like that.
ho!
I got bills.
Is it capitalism if I'm not working for a corporation?
Yes.
Does a corporation make money? I mean, does wherever you work for make money?
Ish? I don't know. I actually don't fully know.
Uh-oh.
This
Is it
is
enough
America.
anymore?
Don't get you sipping up. Don't get you sipping up.
No.
Anyway.
Look how I'm geeking out. Ivy?
Hi, I'm Ivy. You can find me at IVM2757 on Twitter, IVM_57 on TikTok. I will be doing more on the TikToks eventually. I am just tired. Also, I will probably be gone for the second week of August because family vacay, and then yeah. So y'all are aware ahead of time. I'm not gonna be here that week. So whatever y'all get into is without me. Not my fault.
Understandable. Life. I've heard of it. Prince?
Hello, I'm Prince. I am Morden's personal butler. You can find me around the interwebs
Yeah,
at Dimples and
that's about
Dice. Probably be streaming tomorrow, and otherwise you'll probably won't not see me much else except on here on Saturday,
Oh,
and then I'll be back Sunday for D&D Act Inc. As we're closing on, we're literally on the last chapter. Don't know what's gonna happen next, but it's gonna be something.
It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Follow me on my socials and help me get to 1,000 followers on the Twitch. Tell your friends about me. I do cool stuff. Thank
The
you.
coolest.
talk with Fran a lot.
Cool. I'm Mikey Mike. You can find me running the Cyberpunk Trauma Team junk on Wednesdays. See me play Delroy Lindo, Baron of South Philly on Saturdays. If you're into old-timey music and black people, check out my alter ego, Hubby Jenkins. Right now, through the power of magic, I am part of a wonderful workshop of blues musicians teaching people about blues history and how to play blues songs called Augusta Heritage Week. All my stuff has been
Leslie
pre-recorded.
asked
Thank you,
about guitar
COVID.
lessons.
And you can check me out there. Look up Hubby Jenkins. And that's it. That's our sign-offs. Thank you for checking us out. Thanks, Roll20, for shining the spotlight on our crew. Mr. Prince, who are we rating?
We are going to go and raid. We're gonna go raid friend D&D Jordan Lee,
Good.
because
choice.
Jordan is going to be doing charity stream for Color of Change starting on Friday. Lonzo will be
believe so.
playing on Friday. I'll be
Yeah,
DMing
boy.
on Friday as well. and I'll also be playing in a game on Sunday. So I'll be all over the place. So yeah, starting tomorrow. So do come check that out. Donate if you can. Signal boost, all that jazz. Check D&D Jordan Lee out over on Twitch and on Twitter. And yeah, we're gonna pop over there. I believe she is playing
Cool.
Dead by Daylight. And I'll probably join if there's space. So we will see y'all over there. It is Rolling Deez Raids, and see you Saturday. Tell your friends about Vampire. I literally was working on the graphic all the way up until the show started. It should be out on our Twitter tomorrow. Pear's going to be playing as well. We're a bunch of us. So
there we go.
Come help us raise money for a good cause, and see you there.
Yeah. Peace, everybody.
Bye.
Rolling these raids, rolling.
Thank you again, Roll20 Spotlight, for sponsoring us. We appreciate y'all.
Rolling down the
All right.
river.
We out. Right now.
Rolling these raids. Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny.